I'm hoping he does.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Because there really isn't anything better than dinosaurs, man. They're the best. Okay. And everybody ready?
I think so.
All right. The last session was session number 42. The March to Red Larch. The party rested at the Tarm Villa of the Lord's Alliance. Jack went over some of the things that were going to progress with you guys heading north with this organization. He also introduced, or at least said the names of Brendan and Illyria, who are the two Zhentarim members that you guys are going to go head up north with. You guys heard a couple of elves in the background talking about Ryzen Hellion and him being the master of the House of Wonders and how his position relates to Tenor Hidare and the House of Wonders. And Winter remembers that these two individuals had been once talked to Faye about being wary of Lady Leah Matar's influence on her and on things. What else did we learn? Borak starts to read some of the books that he found in the Wave Echo Cave, much to his chagrin. He doesn't get too far. He can reattempt when he'd like. But Sebastian and Winter left to go to the Than Villa to get a little bit more clarification from Sel and Kai about some of the backstory that they had learned about Winter. Upon returning to Faye's little villa, they go inside and find out that Kai is actually trying to find an entrance into Undermountain to bypass the first two areas of Undermountain, in hopes that they can reach Skullport a little bit easier. They talk about Faye's philanthropic efforts with all of the orphans. They talk about Winter's engagement with the Zhentarim organization and how her parents are now part of the Xanathar Guild, but they don't know much more other than they figure that they are enslaved by the Xanathar Guild. Hence the reason why Kai is trying to go down and get more information. With Winter's questions being, what's the good word? Sated, or satisfied. The group goes to bed and wakes up early in the morning as Jack and the elves are leaving. You headed up to the north towers, to the upper towers, and are met by a red-headed tough woman and a mischievous-looking man. The man being Brendan and the woman being Olivia. And a caravan of 6 units, 1 carriage, which you guys are supposed to ride upon, and then 5 carts carrying crates and boxes, 4 of which have canopies, one of them that does not. As you go through the field ward and push aside all of the beggars and thieves that are near the north ward, you are allowed through the north gate, and you guys head on north towards Amphale. You reach a tiny little town where Brendan and Illyria are handing out some compensatory packages, and after rolling through this little canyon, you guys begin descending another little canyon that reached just a few miles outside of Amphale. And that is where we. All right. So here, it's just kind of like this gentle rolling hill that you guys are headed down um, on the long road. You've gotten like a nice little comfortable semicircular area where the horses can be set up to camp, to rest, to feed. Um, the cart that the carriage for canopied carts have created this semicircular circle, and the uncanopied or non-canopied cart is sitting within that semicircle. Luckily, you guys, there's some bushes and there's some rocks that are strewn out to allow this semicircular circle to then be ensconced or from the other side because of a big 25, 35 foot wall of a steep canyon area. Within a few moments, Brendan and Illyria have not only set up the tent in the center, but they've also set up a campfire. And there are a couple of seats around, and you guys are pretty much chilling. Brendan busts out a small little keg of ale and starts pouring himself some. He else would like to partake, just let me know. He just pours the drink into a nice little steel grog of ale and drinking it up.
You don't have to ask me twice.
And I'll be right over there.
So yeah, he out into a nice little wooden mug over to you. It's fairly large, even for your big size hand. And nice.
Where did you learn how to drink?
I learned how to drink on the streets of Waterdeep.
Maybe I'll have to go look at those places again.
Within about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, Brendan has gone through, like he's brought out like 4 of these little casks, and 3 of them are already empty as you guys have gone into the drink. Borak, anybody else partaking? Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, Borak.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch.
15.
You're it's a little bit of an ale, alcohol and caloric intake you're used to. Get a lot more, trying to get yourself to that buzz.
Yeah, John.
Oh,
gotten out for me to.
1 second. Let me see if this.
Yeah.
Let me.
It wasn't bad, and then like as you started explaining the drinking stuff and like the con save.
Okay, 1 second.
Got every other word.
Yeah, I don't know why it's been doing this the last little while.
Is it like the mic on your headset?
Yeah, I think it might be.
I wonder if it's the noise suppression.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've got gain and I've got noise suppression. So let me see if. Oh, actually, no, I don't have noise suppression. How does it sound now?
It sounds fine so far. Can you say something for a little bit?
Yeah, does that sound better? Are we doing okay now?
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds a lot better.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I took out the noise suppression. All right. So yeah, it's your there's like 4 different kegs. I've already gone through 3 different kegs, like 2.5 kegs already before. It's a little bit less alcohol content than you would normally be used to. Borak. Oh yeah, with that Constitution saving throw, yeah, you're doing fine. You're okay.
That's good to know.
After a few seconds, however, Brendan is pretty darn starts to sit down and starts to look at the group, and he's like, "So the word is that someone in this group used to be part of the Zhentarim," and then for some reason he slowly pulls out a dagger and he starts cutting up on it, looking at all three of you, and like he takes a bite of one little piece of apple, and then he to the horses, takes out another, and he's like wielding this dagger. Necessarily, it's a little bit strange, and maybe not as deft as he should. Just do a little bit tipsy. At this, you see Illyria actually stand up, and she kind of shakes her head. She gives Brendan kind of a little look as she then picks up a steel mug, starts to drink from hers, but not as hastily. So I'll show you where you guys are at. 1 second.
Yeah. Borak totally wouldn't ask, but I want to know what the dagger looks like.
That's what it looks like. Just with your passive perception, dagger's a dagger, right? Like ornateness or anything like that. You don't think of things like that. You're thinking of utility more than anything. As I said before, as she stands up and shakes her head and grabs her rock, standing behind him, over by the rocks are in the middle, a little bit away from the fire. So I've been in the organization for months, but I've heard some rumors, primarily about the Zhent group altogether. Not much synergy with the idea of becoming members of the Open Court. What do you guys think? Illyria then just kind of like gives him like this warning look, like just a little eyebrow up in the air. Passive insight, Sebastian and Winter, you would recognize that this is like interesting behavior from, or not unheard of behavior from Brendan after getting a couple of drinks in him.
Does he want to talk politics? What do you think?
Well, I mean, about the Open Court, I mean, word is that you guys attended some kind of faction as well. Did you meet our illustrious Davlin yet? Isn't he a piece of work? Downright prick, if you ask me. Says he's our liaison for the Open Lord. And then he big gulp of ale.
I gotta remember what notes I had on down. Because we met him. I was putting down whether I liked them or not.
1 second. So this would have been the guy that kind of the attitude toward like he was the guy that was always playing with his goatee. An individual that knew that you could do anything would be to cut off.
You're still cutting in and out.
Am I still
bad,
man?
Sorry.
1 second.
It seems like it comes and goes. Like it's all right, and you might garble a little bit for like half a word, but we can still tell what you're saying. And then other times it's like I don't think I heard the entirety of the last sentence you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, this. Can you hear me now?
Maybe.
A little bit. This is a brand new headset.
Oh, dang. I was gonna say too, like in the Discord settings, you might just want to turn off, like maybe go input profile studio, and then do voice processing and just turn it off, or to none instead of crisp or standard. Discord's normally pretty awesome with that stuff.
Let's try this one instead. How do I sound? There's probably a lot of background noise, but can you hear me? Anything? Can you hear me okay or no? Oh wait, 1 second. All right. So how does this one sound?
Sounds good.
I'm probably
Is that still from your new headset? Or
No.
Did you flip it back?
So what I did was I did my audio in my headset, and I'm doing microphone on my camera.
Crazy. I wonder why the headset's
Good question.
cutting it out. But all right, Holly, you gonna grill this guy?
All right.
Solly.
How do I sound now?
It's above table. Sounds the same as just a second ago.
So it sounds okay.
Yeah, you're not cutting out so far.
Cool. Yeah, this one should probably be the microphone, and so on the camera, so it will come in. Yeah, I don't know why that one doesn't work, but oh well. So the individual that he's talking about is Davlin Starsong. He was the guy that kind of like was twisting his goatee a little bit at the meeting and was really into, like, he kind of idolizes Dagult Neverwinter by just his finances. He also was the one that was kind of like, if we cut that off, we need to find out how we can cut off his finances. So maybe there's something that the Zhentarim and the Lord's Alliance could do to cut that off. And that's kind of when Jack Torber interjected and was like, well, you know what? If that's the thing that we're going to do, it's something that he can get involved in, that Jack Torber could get involved with and try to bleed his finances. Trying to remember what else he may have said. Yeah, he was the one that seemed to know a little bit more about the method in which Dagult Neverember procured his funds. At this point, Illyria chimes in. Brennan, don't talk too openly. These are not the only ears you need to worry about. And as you guys look, in each one of the canopied caravans that you've been, there is a driver in each one of them, so you're not alone here.
All I can say I remember about the guy is he seemed to like his weapons about as much as I like mine.
That's him. Big old. Well, I'm not saying that you're a prick, but I am saying that guys deal with the things that they deal with in one way, and there's guys that deal with it another way. There's people within the group that we don't talk about.
You know, their lives are at stake if you do talk about it. You know, and like I just said, you guys were at that meeting, right? Like, we've been talking about this all week. At this, Illyria actually kind of looks over. Yeah. Illyria actually kind of looks over at you guys, look at you three, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you guys were at the meeting, weren't you? Can you? Is anybody that you guys know that was there?"
Are you guys really going to make the guy with 8 intelligence talk?
No, I'm just trying to think of what to say.
Okay. So there was, I mean, of course, Laurel Silverhand's there. She's the open lord, right? There was Mert, which is pretty much the guy that's kind of like Uncle John, that like constantly like boasts about like every single activity he's ever done, and you know, there was the dude that was like very, very like murder hungry. That guy's name was Artemis Entreri. There was the stoic Thurl, who was like the Order of the Gauntlet guy that was all about staying within the legal ramifications of whatever and whatnot. And then there was Melanor Fellbranch, which was a Enclave member, an Emerald Enclave member. And so as long as there's no natural bystanders that are you know are being hurt or injured, she was kind of on that side. And then there was one dude from Dragon Diarthi, Camuriel, which seemed to be a little bit more interested in subterfuge. He was the guy that was all about subterfuge.
Where the alcohol's not affecting me at all, how trustworthy are these two?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Whopping 3.
3.
Does my insight need to be higher to catch it?
Yes. Your passive insight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Borak, you don't trust anybody. The only person that you would trust is anybody that would actually take up a weapon and fight with you. You know, and even the person that fights against you, if it's just in jest or in play or in physical ability to improve your own bit, like those are the only things that you think of. Sebastian, I mean, it's you would get that they, at least Brendan, partially believes in his organization. You know, an organization that all of a sudden joins, that has been part of an organization that's been in the underbelly, and then all of a sudden they're out and about, and they've got lots of different hands in lots of different pots, and you know, you wonder if his loyalty is wavering. With Illyria, not so much. She's a lot more. You see, Illyria, that's the lot. Everyone knows who's on the open court, but Silverhand is the only one that's the open lord. The rest are masked. Imagine being so afraid that you have to hide your face. Illyria looks over at him and she's like, "Hide? Those people aren't hiding. It's for the sake of their lives."
I mean, he's got a point there, right? If they're not strong enough to keep themselves safe, then why are they strong enough to be a leader?
You're completely right. and with Argon organization, with Tash, and then all of a sudden you see Illyria get upset. And she throws her steel mug at his head. Which cracks him for... It's 8 bludgeoning damage, but all of a sudden, boom, you hear the tung, bump, 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 as Brendan's body falls down to the ground, unconscious, from the steel grog being thrown in his direction.
Whoa. That's why you're the leader.
As he already said, he's pretty new. She grabs him by the legs and starts pulling him, and as she does so, she reaches out a hand and does some kind of healing spell on him or something like that. Only Sebastian would probably recognize what she's doing.
So do I know what she's doing?
Yeah, so she's doing some kind of lesser restoration spell on him as she pulls out what he can only assume is kind of some kind of toxin from his body. All of a sudden, within a few seconds, she's slapping him on the face, and he gets up and he's kind of like, she's like, you need to sleep it off. Go take a rest while I take the first watch. After a few seconds, Brendan goes into the tent and throws himself down onto a sleeping bag. And
feel off.
Does something feel off?
Yeah, something feels off.
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
They're just acting shady.
So 20,
Nice.
13.
So for Illyria's standpoint, this guy is just being a new recruit. Just, always talking under his breath, like, why do it this way? Why do it that way? Why do it this way? Why do it that way? Right? Actually, with your passive investigation, no. I mean, you've noticed on his body winter, especially because you have a passive investigation of 14. He's got a regular old Zhentarim tattoo that you have on an arm or something like that. Not dissimilar from the one that you have, other than the spectral magic-y stuff that comes with yours. So it looks to be that he's been part of this organization or at least something before. Illyria, though, is just going through the motions of this is what upstarts to do, and unfortunately, this one almost let out some important information, which he shouldn't have. I mean, he failed his con save, so this conversation wouldn't have started if he had saved his con save. So he nat won it. So. Winter, go ahead and roll me a d20.
$11.
11. All right. All right. As you guys are, finishing up this little camp, about ready to go to sleep, the night sky, the moon is out. It actually looks pretty good. No clouds, no rain, even though you guys got rained on, earlier this morning. Things look really nice, and so you're all set up to be able to take a rest and start the watch. So, with Illyria, for the first 4 hours, Who would like to take the first watch?
I can take it.
All right. For for Winter and Borak, where do you guys want to spend the night?
I'm thinking I'll place myself between the carriage that looks like a massive keg and then the one that looks like it's holding flour. Yeah, just in between those.
Okay. And how about you, Winter?
Oh, I don't know.
So yeah, there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the carriage that you guys have been staying on. Every single in the front, and then the canopied ones. Besides this one, which is the one that's not canopied, is there. But by all means, if you want to sleep in the carriage, you're welcome to. It should be nice and cozy. There's comfier chairs inside of there.
I'll go on the carriage.
All right. So, as you guys begin the evening's rest, Illyria is going to look over at you, Sebastian. Yeah, I'll have to apologize for my friend there. Like I said, he's new, and he just likes to open up his mouth a little bit too often. I'm not sure how much of that you actually picked up when it came to if you heard a name. Let's just put it that way.
Did I hear the name?
I don't know if you. So with your, don't you have the, what do you call it? Feet.
Yeah,
Keen mind?
I don't forget.
So you would have heard the name Tash. Tash. For your wisdom, I would say you're not sure if that's the full name of the individual or not. But that's at least what you heard right before he got conked on the head.
Okay. Who's Tash?
You're with the, actually, let me have her do that. Have her insight, or at least, yep. You're with the Lord's Alliance, correct?
Yep.
One second. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
$11.
And she looks over at you and she's like, if you haven't been told already, there are masked lords amongst the city, which shouldn't be named. Some individuals within some of the organizations are well aware of who these masked people are. Let's just put it at that. If I won't see anything else, you don't have to either.
Oh.
Over the course of
Leave
the
it at that.
Okay. Over the course of the night, she takes out a couple of apples, goes and gives it over to the horses. Go ahead and give me a perception check, as everybody is pretty much sleeping. And I know that technically speaking, okay. Technically speaking, you don't sleep, right? You're all completely aware and you
Yeah.
can't be. All right. So the first 3 hours go just fine. You hear, chirping and crickets in the background. Da, 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 da. Okay. All right. During your night's stasis, you begin to hear near the horses right up here on the north the sounds of scraping stone for just a few moments.
I'll look in that direction. Can I see anything?
All right. So as you come out of your stasis, you head on over in this direction. The fire doesn't help very much. You can go around it if you'd like to just get a better look. Let me know.
Yeah, I'll step to the right just a little bit because I can see about 60 feet, but
All right. So as you come around on this direction, go ahead and give me another perception check.
10.
10.
Oh, we're so dead.
All right. For the smallest moment, you see two individuals that are amongst the horses. And within just a few seconds of seeing these two individuals pop up amongst the horses, the gate over here on the right-hand side has already been kind of like opened, allowing for some of the horses to be let out. They've already started to smack the horses and get them to go. Let me
I cast
make sure that...
dancing lights.
All right. So in that moment, you want to cast dancing lights.
Yeah, I want to cast my 4 orbs of dancing lights, and I want to put them right in front of the gate and make them super bright to blind. Let's see if that deters the horses.
All right. So at this point, Borak, go ahead and give me a perception roll. Winter, give me a perception roll. And
5.
all right. So you put out a couple of different lights, right, over here.
Yeah, it should be 4 lights, kind of making in front of the gate of just light.
No, not that one. That one. Certainly. So 2 right there. Where are the other ones?
Yeah,
You got 4 altogether, right?
I believe so. Let me double check. Yeah, 4.
Oh, where do the other 2 go?
Right in front of them, or it's like in a line. Doop, 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 doop.
Oh, so you want to do this?
Yeah, right in front of the gate, kind of obscuring the exit.
All right. How far can your spell be thrown?
120 feet.
Yeah,
120 feet.
120 feet. Okay, so
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. You're just basically trying to stick a spotlight on them, right?
No, if I can see, because I can see in the dark, if the horses are starting to run and I notice the gate's open, I want to put light in front of the gate to kind of hide
What are you trying to hide?
that gate spot right there.
Okay.
The fact that it's open.
Right.
Mask it.
Okay, so you want to try and disorient the horses.
Yeah, to kind of stop them from trying to run out.
Okay. All right. So the first thing that I'll need you to do is Borak. What was that again? What did you get?
I got a 5 perception.
Get. All right, Sebastian. Sebastian, go ahead and give me your initiative roll.
Initiative roll, yeah. And then Holly rolled a 20. Or
Hol-
20.
Holly rolled a dirty 20 for initiative.
For a 9 for my initiative.
Okay.
Who's the picture for the bandits?
It's Steve-O.
I thought so, but
Yeah, Steve-O.
man,
Steve-O, man.
oh, that's great.
All right. So the first second, the first second that happens, you see them like whip the horses to get them to move. You've now lit their way. They do recognize that that the gate is open, but they are more afraid of what's going to happen to them than of the bandit. Let's see here. I don't have any horses. Where's my horse? Well, we'll just use panthers then. So yeah. So the horses start to trot off in this direction, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. They start going in this direction as the bandits then start to head up this direction. However, with your passive insight, Sebastian, and now the fact that everything has been lit up, as you look at these two people, they are kids. They are not adults. Winter, all of a sudden you hear neighing, you hear a commotion outside. What would you like to do?
I will run out of the wagon.
All right, as you run out of the wagon, go ahead and give me a perception check. For some odd reason, my Kenku just died, so let's try it again. All right. So,
9.
so just with the 9, you can see off to the left-hand side. Yes, it's all of a sudden lit up. You can't tell what the individuals look like, but you can tell that there are people that have just let out. Yeah, that you can tell that people just let out some of the. The horses.
Horses?
Yeah, the horses. Sorry, I'm trying to look for stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's almost 10.
Right. So you can see that two individuals just let out horses, but you can't see from this distance what kind of individuals just did that.
How rude.
What would you like to do?
I will slowly walk towards the horses. Or where they were.
All right. So as you slowly start to walk towards the horses, let's say you do another 5. So you came up from being prone, so there's 5, 10, 15. Do you want to be in that way, or do you want to go off to the left-hand side?
I'll go off to the left.
Off to the left? Okay. So as you get about here, what's your passive perception? 11. So just being as small as you are and looking at the person, you can tell that they're a lot shorter than a normal bandit would be. You're either like thinking in between halfling or kid. What would you like to do?
Let's... I have no idea.
You can always prep something and then release it with your reaction. So. You also have like a couple of cantrips, don't you? That can do just little
Yeah.
things. Up to you.
I'll kind of throw a firebolt at the rock behind. Not necessarily aiming for anybody in particular, but see if I can light up the area a little bit.
All right. go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Can she not see my lights everywhere?
Oh yeah, she can see them. They are lit up, but she needs to, perceive. All right. So you just shoot it out, kind of like this direction.
Yeah, just to kind of like startle.
All right, to try and startle that person.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do also. Let's just do an intimidation with that fireball. Oh, with that firebolt. Go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
14.
14. All right. So this individual does get startled for a second and starts looking around. And starts looking left and right, left and right. All right. Anything else that you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
All right. At this point, the two individuals. This one for certain. Let me go ahead and see how he does. So this one for certain, after getting attacked, runs up to here, tries to go up the rock, but then gets all rushed and hurried and runs this way, but then becomes lit and then runs this way and gets a little bit more, and now he's just like frantic. This one starts to head off towards the horses to try and like shoo them away. And who's next in? All right. At this point, Illyria is startled by the whole thing as well. Sits up, gets up, sees the individual coming that direction, and I think she's actually got a pretty good perception, so let's see. All right. Recognizes that it is a kid. And let's say that she reaches down and picks something up and tries to throw it at the kid to try and trip him or something like that. One second. She doesn't have very good strength or dexterity, so. All right. Which the kid jumps over, so it does not land. So let's say that there's like a. Let's say that there's like a net that just got thrown in that direction in front of the bandit, but he's dodged out of the way of it. So let's see here. Sebastian, you are up.
I'm going to cast Silent Image.
All right, where do you want to put it?
I'm going to read it where it went. I want to put it right at the gate where the horses are running.
Okay.
And it's going to be a 15-foot tall grizzly bear.
How far can you throw the
60 feet.
60 feet? All right. It will just barely make it. All right. So you are going to put a grizzly bear right there?
Yep.
All right. With your spell modifier, go ahead and roll me so do your intimidation check, but instead of adding the plus whatever on intimidation, like your plus 0, add your spell attack modifier, which is Plus
3 for cleric, 2 for wizard.
Yes.
So
And
just plus 5 or just plus 3?
well, because it's silent image. Silent image is a wizard spell, so it's the lower of the two. So plus 5.
Okay. So intimidation plus 5.
Yep.
Oh, geez. 7.
7. Okay.
Man, I thought it's 3 rolls, like hella low.
Oh, interesting. All right. And you'll know what happens in just a second. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to take all of my movement and book it to the right.
Okay.
As far as I can get towards them.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right?
Yep.
Is it 30?
Correct.
All right. And the silent image is there. All right. Borak, go ahead and give me another perception check. Perception check.
All right, first try. No, that's 2.
2. You're still asleep. All right. Winter, you are up again.
Can I run up to see if I can catch one of the bandits?
Okay.
Or at least push him, knock him down or something?
That is fine. So, yeah, you run up towards this one.
Yeah.
At the closer that you run to this one, he yells out. He's like, Dory, I'm afraid. This one shot fire at me. And he just bundles up into a little bundle of fear. He's got red hair. He looks pretty grimy, pretty gross looking. You've seen people that look like this before. He looks like a kid from the Field Ward. Now that you know what he looks like, what do you want to do?
I'll like pick him up by his shirt if I can lift him up.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh, that's a 5.
A 5. As you start to pick him up, you're not able to get him up. He's still like he's fidgeting like a little cot boy. Like no, leave me alone.
I was just asking, were you stealing our horses?
He has not peed his pants yet.
Okay.
Give me a persuasion roll at advantage, and this will be your last thing that you can do.
23.
He's like, no, it's not me. That's all you get from it.
Okay.
All right. So at this point, his buddy runs past this net, has to like jump up around to dodge it, but this first horse all of a sudden bucks back, puts both feet in the air, as luckily the bear image has scared this front horse. However, this one has to slow down and as his buddy just barely, gets scared by this bear. Realizing that it's not a bear, though, he starts to run in a different direction. And gets about, I would say about there. This bandit, what is he going to do? Yeah. Let me figure out what he's going to do. Yep. All of a sudden realizing that this horse is up on its hind legs and he fears for what's going on this direction, he starts to head back this way to save his buddy. Okay. That should be good. All right. And at this point, Illyria is going to go up, pick up the net again, and try to throw it on the kid. Just to get him to stop. And she misses again. Gosh, dang it. As she tosses it in this direction. No, shoot. Sebastian, what do you want to do?
I'll take my movement and run to the gate and close it.
All right. As you go up here, go ahead and give me an animal handling check. As you pass by a frightened horse.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. As you come towards it, it starts to calm down a little bit, and then just go ahead and give me an athletics check to try and close what has been opened.
22.
Okay. Sure enough, you're able to shut it, no problem. Now you've got a more calmed horse just north of you. However, this one is still kind of running in that direction.
Can I use a bonus action and yell for Borak?
Sure. That'd be good. I'll say that will give him like help, right? Go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage, Borak, as you get yelled at. Did you hear me, Borak?
Oh, sorry.
So,
No.
so give it's your turn. Go ahead and give me
Okay.
with advantage perception check.
All right, there's the first. Yes, second.
Okay.
Dang.
The 14.
As you wake up with a horse charging from behind you, in front of you, you also, for a moment, just because you do have a little bit of a passive perception. No, you don't. But with that perception roll, you would see there is somebody on the carriage that is actually holding the goods that Brendan has been passing out during his little thing, and he's got a bag in his hand. That is funny. It looks like he got a little bit too greedy. He grabbed something pretty big, so now he's trying to lug it out of the carriage, but very poorly done. And
All right, and
he's about here.
okay, so he's grabbed something, and do I see him as a kid or?
With that perception check, yes, you notice that it's a kid, but he's stealing something from the carriage.
All right, I'm just gonna barrel over the top of that. Meanwhile, going,
Hey, you bring that back here.
All right, so half of your movement to stand up, and then what else?
and then I'll use the remaining 20 feet or whatever I need to like climb up on top of the cart and jump on him to try and grapple him.
Okay, give me an athletics check as you jump up.
17.
17, you do that with no problem. Now for the jumping off, go ahead and give me an acrobatics as you have to jump and actually reach to tackle.
My dice are showing up now. It's a 19.
Okay. As
I shut up too.
you go in, you hit him. You're able to knock him down, but he's still standing. You're just able to at least get close to him to be able to stop him from leaving. Hopefully, we'll see. All right. With that, Winter, you are up.
I'll ask Mr. Bandit what he's doing here.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
$15.
He says, "It wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea."
Well, you're coming back with me. You can answer them, the leaders of the group.
He's just kind of bundled up like in a ball, like he just met a brown bear. What else would you like to do? There's one bandit that's running straight in your direction right now, trying to come back and help save his buddy Kite.
Can I put up mold earth just right in front of him?
Right in front of him?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Hopefully he runs into it.
Absolutely. I mean, he'll have to dodge around it, so yeah. So all of a sudden, 5 feet worth of rock just all of a sudden shows up right in front of him.
That's all.
All right. So, yeah, he's going to have to try and dodge out of the way as he's running in this direction now. Oh, right. And he runs smack dab into it. All right.
Awesome.
This one is still cowering. So yeah, the one on the right hand side is saying, Kite, don't tell him anything. Don't tell him anything. And the one that's cowering is like, Rory, come and help save me. The kid that you see, Borak, is actually a tiefling.
I'm gonna swing him around by.
Not that you would care, but now you kind of get a good idea of why the two humans would be doing one activity and then the one tiefling would be doing the other activity. As this one starts to lug the chest of what you think sounds like gold coins, but it's way too big. It's way too big. He starts to somehow pull it away, and he's going like 5 feet, 10 feet. That's all he can get away with it. So he's only moved right over here. And yeah, it's your turn.
All right. As he kind of walks away, I'm just gonna stand there, and I'm gonna like RP walk around. And this time, I'm just gonna try and grab him. If tiefling, so he's got horns, right? Or are they little nubbins?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe just grab him by the scruff of his hair to grapple him, hold him in place, prevent him from moving.
Okay, go ahead and do so. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
That's a crit. 27.
Yeah, he is now like holding the box in the air. You're just holding them straight up, and his legs are just dangling. Yeah, he's not moving.
Yeah, I just like palm his head like a basketball, pick him up, go,
I said stop.
All right, within a few seconds, Illyria is up, and we're out of combat.
I'd like to walk over and grab the tiefling.
My tiefling.
Yeah, he's right now he's being held by Borak. As Illyria goes up, let's make sure that she. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she is actually quite busy with getting this horse to calm down as she comes around here. Brendan wakes up. What's going on out here? and then kind of like lays back down as he's pretty wasted. Sebastian, yeah, you can get next to this one that just ran into the rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pick him up, and I'm gonna try to bend him over my knee.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
This is crazy.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're able to pick him up without any problem. He's like, leave us alone, leave Rory. No, sorry. He says, leave Kite alone. And then Kite, who is right next to Winter, is like, no, leave Rory alone, leave Rory alone.
What?
They don't even know what's going on with Borak.
What did you send me? Which one?
So yeah, what do you want to do? What do you want to do, Borak?
Yeah, I'll kind of take him back over to the fire.
Okay.
And then as I'm walking over, I'm like,
You know, if you're looking for work, you could just ask. If you really wanted to keep an eye on this bag you were trying to relieve us of.
Really?
Okay. So finally, Illyria gets the horse to calm down, and she starts walking it in this direction. The other horse is also stymied,
So much that you sent me.
with lights ablaze in this camp now, with a bear that's just all of a sudden like superimposed itself on one side of the camp. You guys are holding 3 little kids, 1 tiefling, 2 humans, and they all look like little Field Ward rejects.
When you're doing it.
Leave Kite alone. Leave Rory alone. Hey, mister, you put down needles.
Don't worry, we won't hurt these guys. We just want to talk. Can't be
I'm gonna
stealing our
spank
shit.
The one I'm holding.
Winter, by now, the one that you're next to is crying. Sebastian, go ahead and give me an athletics of just spanking the kid.
careful. If you roll a 30, his butt probably blasts off into outer space.
17.
Okay, it's a good little smack, and he's just like, "Ow! These metal guys are programmed to be mean."
I'm just gonna say you could have got someone seriously hurt.
It's not our fault. Somebody told us that we could get money off of the carriage, and they'd let us into the group.
What group? I'll help interrogate.
He's like, it's the Xanathar Guild. Haven't you ever heard of the Xanathar Guild? Like, everybody in the Field Ward is joining.
Who are you sent by?
We were sent by,
Yeah, that's
Ryzen Halian. Yeah, we were sent by Ryzen Halian.
Took like a picture and it.
And the other kid is just right next to you, Winter. He's just weeping and weeping. Let's say that you're interrogating Rory, because at this point, unfortunately, Kite is quite upset about the whole situation.
Where can I find this person?
Ryzen Halian,
It wouldn't be like
you can find him in Waterdeep. Don't you know that? Like, go ahead and give me an insight check, Winter.
What is this?
15.
You rolled a 2. You would know that Ryzen Halian is the House of Wonders guy. The guy that's addled and completely out of his mind right now, and in Silvery Moon, this kid's lying.
I know you're not being honest with me. Tell me what I want to know.
Look,
Why are they purple?
have you? All we were trying to do was get into the Xanathar Guild. We were told that, like, if we just come and take some of this loot, that not only would we get like some gold, but like we'd get a tattoo as well.
You piss off the Warforged, he might give you a tattoo right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
14.
14. Like, all of a sudden, the kid's like, But he's made out of like metal. Like metal hurts.
Yeah. It's true.
It's the guy's name is Tavrin. He's the one that told us. He said that he was with the Xanathar Guild in the Field Ward. The only person that can probably make a history check on Tavrin is Winter.
Well, I failed that. That's a 4.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're not sure who Tavrin is. Look, we were just told that, like, we could come and get some gold, okay? Like, and then we were going to get these sick-ass tattoos. Like, everybody in the Field Ward has them. Like,
about that. I forgot about that.
I mean, they're not going to... Look at the whole cart. It's full of gold. It's full of coin. Like, we're just going to take a little bit of it, man. Come on.
Yeah, but it's not for you, bro.
And Kite's over there.
Like,
Kite's like, I want to go home. We've been up here for 2 days. It's dark outside. It's like really dark. Like, and then he just starts weeping. I want to go home. I want to go back home. I don't want the tattoo. Yeah, you're holding needles.
What was your thought? You could barely carry that bag. And what, you get to the Field Ward and everybody else looking for gold is just gonna leave you alone?
Hey, man, and you're still holding him, right?
Yeah,
Hey.
still holding him.
Hey, man, I'm strong. I know what you're talking about. And he like pulls up his guns, and you're just like, I'm from the Field Ward, man. Like, we're tough.
I can admire that. But how tough are you against all the other desperate people there? You really want to get killed carrying a lot of gold?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a cool tattoo, man. I mean, you're actually being logical.
Winter, what would it take to get these guys in your group? Zhentarim good, right? And Xanathar's bad? Or do we know anything about him? I don't know.
Illyria is already at this point already put back the big old huge box that he had taken. She's thrown a tarp over it, and she's got the horses back to where they belong. How long does your lights last, Sebastian?
Genuinely a chair that he's sitting in, but it's like
Like minor image is like a
Uh,
minute.
Hey, lads.
Either 110 or an hour.
I genuinely want to know where he's playing.
Silent image is concentration, right?
Concentration, yeah, up to 1 minute, technically.
And what about the dancing lights? Yeah, so the minute that you put up the horse, the thing, the dancing lights would have gone as well, because you have 2 concentrations up at the same time. But all good. No need to retcon. All right, as you're holding up these 3 little brats, basically discovering that they tried to steal from the Zhentarim because somebody in the Zhentarim, somebody from the Xanathar Guild had told them that there was some gold on this caravan. Anything you want to
Well,
ask? Anything else?
If you really just came here to get a job, I think we can offer you one, right? Horses need shit shoveled.
Yeah, I want names of who told you.
We got a name.
I told you it was it was Ryzen Halian.
Joe Biden died today.
This is Rory talking to you. It was Ryzen Halian that told us to come and do it.
On Twitter.
But he said Togeron, right? Is
The other
that-
one said Torvin, but
So which one is it?
Winter.
Go ahead and give me an insight check, Sebastian.
What?
I heard Ryzen's not in his right mind, so I don't
11.
think you're telling the truth.
Yeah. So yeah, Ryzen Alian is the that would be basically like saying like yeah, we were told to come and steal from Steve Jobs. Yeah, Steve Jobs told us to come and like there's no way that these kids would know that person. But yeah, the guy's name is Tovren. 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 He said that he was part of the Xanathar Guild. He said that he comes to the Field Ward all the time to get people, and that we should come and take some gold from, and then he'd give us like this sick tattoo. Like everybody in the Field Ward has one.
I think
Look.
you can spin over your head.
I mean, if you're going to give us a job, I guess we could help with the caravan, but I mean, Kite wants to go home. You can give me a persuasion roll, Borak, if you can get Kite out of his stupor.
All right.
I think you could give him another smack on the ass.
Ooh, 3.
3?
Maybe I should hit the table. Growl.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I do.
Hey, you! Stop that shit! Toughen up! You want to be in the This isn't working.
Now Kite like stands up and starts looking at you, and he's just like, "I'm strong
I
too."
don't even know who that is.
But there's just tears falling from his face. Luckily, he hasn't peed himself yet. Can I
Tell you what,
can I
you
just
guys
go
think
home?
you're hot shit. If one of you guys can beat me in an arm wrestle,
I'll give you these, and I'll hold up my socks of sudden dryness.
Okay. Needles looks at you. Okay, mister, I'll do it. And he like pulls up his
Let's do it.
sleeve. You guys go over to the rock and put your elbows on the rock and getting ready to arm wrestle.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder. Good luck, gentlemen. I'm gonna give him guidance.
Falling
Give the kid the guidance.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
I'm gonna do it with disadvantage
Okay.
and try and give this kid an
Me?
arm up, so to speak.
Okay.
Oh, my lowest is 19.
He got a 4. You just, it's easy. You just, oh man, like didn't I at least like get you to, like was that strong at all?
Slowly.
I felt a little bit of resistance. But the thing is, you might want to size up your targets a little bit before you go after them. If you can't take them out, then don't even take the chance.
All right, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna pull out 50 gold coins. There's 25 gold coins a piece here. If you can tell me who really did this, and never do nothing dumb like this again.
They all look at each other and they're like, what? We told you his name's Tovren. He's we see him every once in a while in the Field Ward. He says that he's part of the Xanathar Guild and that he's trying to get people to join up to be thieves, and you have to prove yourself, and then once you prove yourself, you get like a sick ass tattoo.
Where are you supposed to meet him at?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Should you be successful?
Back at the Field Ward, there's a couple of taverns that are down the street. We're not allowed to go into them, but
No, I saw
like we can, we're supposed to meet him back at one of the taverns in the Field Ward. I think it was called. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, that's right. This one doesn't have taverns in the Field Ward. 1 second.
I don't know, Sebastian. I feel like they need to earn this shit and learn a lesson. You're just gonna give them money because they got caught.
Me and Kate are playing Me and Kate are playing this game.
What's the name of the stupid people that I just joined with this badge?
The
Lord's Alliance.
Lord's
Lord
They're the
Alliance.
cops.
the Lord's Alliance. Like you're basically like a police officer, and you're giving us
That's
money.
right. Yes. I want you to go and try to join the Lord's Alliance.
Um,
And you
it's
can actually earn real gold doing the right
I
thing.
got my Switch.
well,
I mean, we were barely let into the city.
it's
Tell them
called
We
Sebastian
had
sent you.
papers.
it's called the Bent Coin. It's a tavern that's on the northwest side of the Field Ward.
Feel like I know that tavern.
The bent coin.
The Bent
Okay.
Coin, and we were
Morak
supposed
doesn't surprise me that you know every tavern.
to
Wait,
meet him in like in just like a couple of days because we're only like a day away from Waterdeep, right? Like it took us 2 days to walk here, and then we had to hide in the bushes until the caravan came, and then we saw you came, and then we hid, and then we tried to trick you, and but we're gonna have to we're gonna go back now, and oh, you want us to join the Lord's Alliance?
Yes, I want you to go back, find a Lord's Alliance member, tell them Sebastian Gridlock sent you, and that you were trying to prove your way into it. And I'm going to give them 25 gold pieces each.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage. Just one.
Oh, geez. 10 and a 2. Or 10 and a 5.
10 of 5.
Yes, that's what you can.
Worry holds out his hand and says thank you, and Needles is like, thanks. Kite just looks around like, I'm not supposed to take stuff from people, and just like keeps his hands in his pockets.
Take it, young lad, and go do the right thing. And you can be proud of what you're doing instead of ashamed.
Taking things from people you just weren't going to.
He takes the 25 gold piece from you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, is there
Fine, I'm not gonna like it.
like it?
Dude, he's a entire page.
Before we let these guys go, though, should we be worried that these guys say everybody in the Field Ward has joined this Xanathar guild? They're not the legal ones, right? You guys are.
Yeah. Tell the Lord's Alliance what you're told us.
What?
Lord's Alliance, they don't let us into the city. Like that's why we're in the Field Ward all the time.
We will if you tell them Sebastian Gridlock sent you.
We'll
I
try.
have to send something pretty convincing. I mean, you saw how hard it was for us to get.
Whoa!
We'll try. Tell you
Maybe
what,
give 'em a bath.
we only live about 5 minutes away from the Bent Coin. So like,
Yeah.
if you can maybe vouch for us when we come back, maybe like, you can get us in or something. But I was kind of just going to give my money to my mom and stuff. But yeah, if you guys get back to Waterdeep, just come and find us.
You head out of trouble then and do good things to earn your way.
Can we?
And I'll be good with that.
And Kite looks over and he's like, "Can we stay here tonight? I don't want to be in the dark again." It's scary. It's scary.
You're my own good king.
You gonna try to steal from us again?
No,
Because you had to
of course
deal
I'm
with
not going to
this.
try to steal from you again. I want my mom.
Well, I mean, we could probably tie him up.
I don't know if
It's fine,
that's
it's only-
necessary.
T-Mod.
He looks over at you, Borag. He's like,
Hey, I mean, they'd do worse to you back in Waterdeep if you tried stealing. I think I was handed a paper with it on there, so I knew not to do it.
You're not wrong. All right. As you guys finish up talking with these three little juvenile delinquents,
Should we make sure that Brendan and Illyria are good with them staying?
you see, Brendan has 3 daggers in his. No, I'm just kidding.
They've been murdered while we were talking.
He said the name of a masked lord, and they've already got his vengeance on him.
We didn't know that yet.
So, you guys go back to sleep?
I'll stay up and help watch these 3.
Sebastian, go ahead and roll me a d20. Brendan wakes up with you, letting Illyria get to sleep.
10.
All right, 10. The skies are still just as clear as they were before, as Borak and Brendan sit up for the rest of the night. Borak, you let him in on what just transpired with these 3 kids, as they are sound asleep and actually quite cozy in the environment they're in right now.
While we're up, if he's in a talking mood at all, I also want to chat with him about like what they said about the Xanathar Guild recruiting them,
All
and
right.
finding out if it's a bad thing.
Okay, what? I'm talking to a half orc at 3 o'clock. Go ahead. What is it that you're?
Oh, get yourself together, man. If I punch you, would that wake you up?
No, it's not going to help at all. It's not good. Don't do it. He's cutting up an apple again and having an apple and getting a little bit sobered up.
Well, these little turds said that somebody named Tovrin told them to go and steal some shits. And if they do a good job, then they get a cool tattoo and join the Xanathar Guild, just like everybody else in the Field Ward. Now, Xanathar doesn't sound like a good one because Zhentarim's supposed to be the good one. Air quotes and everything.
So I've only
because y'all were in the open wars block or something.
I've only been with the organization for it's about going on a year right now. So yes, there's a lot of kids that have been joining different kind of groups. I mean, we all know of the Xanathar Guild, and that they're kind of ran by some organization that's quite enigmatic. The Field Ward, you say? Is that what I'm getting right?
Yeah, they said they all live there, and that they meet this guy at the Bend Coin, which I think is where we met you guys, right? Or maybe I've had a drink there once. That's besides the point.
Tovrin. Now, can't say I've ever heard of a Tovrin, and I don't know many people that are part of the Xanathar Guild. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the only thing that I've got to worry about now is making sure that we get to Red Larch without any problem. And with all this coin getting redistributed to where it needs to go. So I wish I could be more help to you, but
no worries. Where you recently joined Zhentarim, what would it take for these 3 kids to join there? It sounds like they're not in a good spot, but they managed to sneak in here with all of us.
Right. Okay. I mean, there's not really recruiting organizations for the Zhentarim. It's more like the people that were there before have now become, this organization, and they're people making up the ranks. But in the long run, it's more of the mercantile organizations that have been a part of it have just been continuing to run it. So, like, tomorrow when we get to shoot, what was the place called? When we get to Amphail, there's lots of different shops in town that have been known to do dealings with the Zhentarim and that have helped us out in the past, but now we're being open and they're selling their wares to everybody, and they don't have to go through bad channels to channel bad things. So it's kind of a new thing for the organization all around. Like I grew up out to the east, and I was part of this smuggling ring that just moved product back and forth and
I hate this video.
it was just recently when I realized that them being part of the open court would mean that I could get my face, my name out, and quite possibly make my way up in the organizations. Now that I didn't have to be disguised or anything like that. So I don't know. It's way too much about me right now. So
that's okay. Thanks for talking. You look like you'd rather sleep. I'll keep an eye on these three.
go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
19.
19.
I believe it.
He's like, thank you. You're not wrong. And he goes and he crashes. Give me a perception roll, Sebastian, since you're in your stasis.
Sorry, muted.
Oh, you're right. Give me a perception roll, 16. Late in the night, as Borak is sitting there, cooking something or pacing back and forth, or like looking at his guns and kissing them or something like that. You see Kite like get up out of his sleeping bag and like start to tiptoe away, and you're like, whatever sensor it is or whatever it is that's on your person that like moves and like looks at him as you see him try to sneak away. He goes back and gets back into the sleeping bag and goes back to sleep.
I'll be like,
I genuinely don't know what's going on.
All right. As you wake up the next day, deciding on what to do with these three little individuals, do you let them go back home, or do you want to take them with you? Figure out your spells.
Yeah, I think we need a posse. Let's have a fan club. I'll teach him how to wield a great sword. It's easy.
you got some little mentorees then, huh?
Give me a persuasion roll. Just one, Borak.
Hey, this is the real.
Come on, nat 20, nat 20. Oh, yes!
Okay. You're persuading them to go with, and they're like looking around, and they're like, but I want to go home. I want to go back to mom. Yeah, but like, they actually know what they're doing. Dude, that one guy gave us 25 gold pieces, and we were like doing bad stuff. We could probably make more. Like, they're just back and forth, and they're like, yeah, we'll go with you. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, I open up my bag of holding, and I'm like, yeah, dude, check out how much is in there. Just gold coins falling everywhere.
Yeah, we'll come with you.
And then I tie it around and stuff it down the front of my pants.
All right. As the group all gathers together, you get the caravans back onto their stuff. You get the horses all hitched up to the wagons, 1 by 1, by 2, by 4, by 6, and you guys are ready to head back out. Again, the uncovered caravan or cart is at the very, very back of the row, and you guys head down this little canyon area. Going back down or going back up north on the long road. So as you continue north, this time headed towards Amphail. You kind of go like the opposite direction that you just came, meaning that instead of climbing up a canyon, you are now headed down a canyon, and so the pace quickens just a little bit because the horses, have a downward slope. As you guys come out of this slight canyon, off to your left-hand side, you see jutting peaks of the Sword Coast Mountains, of the Sword Mountains. Off to your right, you see the very, very, very distant canyon-like area that is a river basin, basically. And before you can see just off in the distance, this little bit larger than Russitar, a little bit bigger town of Amphail. This basin that you see before you is just this big valley. And it stretches on to the north for hundreds and hundreds of miles. I didn't mean to do that. You guys have never really been here before.
Why did Kate join immediately? I don't know. I didn't mean to push it.
There's a large forest that looms underneath the feet of those Sword Mountains off to the west. As you look and take the first 2, 3, 4 hours of riding north, you recognize that this is the other side of the Sword Mountains that you guys had just been on not more than a week ago. Your thoughts go from the events that transpired in Thornhold, the Mirror of Dead Men, at the Carnath Roadhouse. All those come to mind. You think of the fact that Jack Torber is on the what was the road called? The High Road. That's right.
High Road.
Is back on that same high road, heading back up towards Leylon. Knowing that, just a few days ago you had wrestled against a giant on the other side of these hills.
What?
You come into a, like I said before, just a little bit bigger city than your previous one. As you enter into this city, here and there you see people outside that are just doing their daily activities. As you enter into the city, off to your left-hand side, off to your right-hand side, there's all these little tiny buildings. You can see signs outside that it's just local help. Local individuals that, you see a tanner, you see a smithy, but, these are not big things that you saw down in Waterdeep like you did at the Steam and Steel. This is a tiny little smithy that makes nails, makes horseshoes, and that's probably it. The only thing sharp that he ever makes is the point of a nail. Clothiers, cobblers, a baker, a butcher. You see one person that does stonework. You see one person that does wagon working. And at the very edge of this tiny little town is Father Porter's, which is a tavern / inn. It's just at the very last edge of town.
Right now, I'm gonna come over and kill you, bro.
And as you guys are walking through and these people come up to the wagon to say hi or whatever, you do notice, again, with nearly everybody's passive perception except for Borak, that Brendan is taking these little boxes
You are
and
not.
handing them out to
You
different
lost the bot like
individuals
9 times. dog.
in some kind of compensatory,
Yeah, sure.
manner. Like, and they seem to be like the weirdest of folk. Like the cobbler comes outside and takes like a little bag of monies and then walks inside.
Oh, you
Just
did.
everybody has their own little intricate attachment to the Zhentarim, and
No one
that
did- yeah, no
balance
one did.
is being redistributed in some manner for some reason. As you reach the edge of town and pass by Father Porter's tavern / inn, by the time you read the names on the signs, the town has passed you by, and you can't even nearly remember, except for Sebastian, the names of all of these different locations. As you continue to head north, so just down this way, further north, in a couple of hours, we should reach the Deseret River, or at least a tributary to the Deseret River, which is called Westwood. So the Westwood River flows down, and from there, it should be 5 hours before we reach the next encampment, which is about 30 or 40 miles, maybe 20 miles south of Red Larch. So we'll have to do one more stop and one more camp as we move forward. Who did the last one?
I don't know if we're gonna play that.
So Borak, go ahead and give me a D20 roll. Winter and Sebastian, go ahead and give me perception rolls as you guys are now passing and fail.
That is a 2 for me.
A 2? All right.
22.
So the weather outside is actually starts to get a little bit colder. Maybe by coming down into this basin that you've hit like some kind of cold front or something like that got blown in from the Mirror of Dead Men or something like that. But it is a little bit chillier outside than you're used to at this time of day. What was the perception rolls again?
22 for me.
22, and Winter is a 2. All right.
No, we don't all get the same prom.
Winter, as you are like
What?
rocking back and forth as you're going on this little journey up north, your mind begins to wander as you're sitting in this carriage at the front of the caravan. And for a few moments, your mind just drifts. You are nearly... I mean, you've felt this sensation before, but it's you're nearly departed from this realm.
Really?
Not the realm of Faerun or the Sword Coast, but as your shadow self
Definitely.
pulls away from the material realm. And the empty shadows of a forest is before you. You see tall 15, 25, 30 feet 30
Running
trees
red light.
in front of you with their cascading shadows headed in a
Sexy,
northern
right? It's such-
direction, almost as if they were fingers spread out before you. And you see off in the distance
That's probably
a
why
little clearing. There's pine needles all over the ground. And you see a slight light about 120 feet away from you. Straight forward. What do you do?
You asking me?
No, I'm asking Winter.
Let's say
This is off of
steals
Winter's check because she only
steals
got
it from you.
she only got 2, but was
That's a lot.
technically a nat 1.
It comes to life. It means it's life.
So Winter, you're in this shadow realm environment with
What?
cascading trees in front of you, with their
What are we talking
long
about?
shadows extended towards this little
Yeah.
tiny light about 120 feet away from you. What do you want to do? You can still feel the sensation of the vibrating of the carriage below your butt, but you're not attached to yourself right now.
Mommy, here.
It's an out-of-body experience.
Mommy has my- No.
You see that little light in the distance. What do you want to do?
Here.
I'll
Yeah, what?
The light.
As you start to head towards the light, you see green flashes on your side. You see red
Your
flashes
mother has.
on the other side. You see white. You see blue. And you see a black
Yeah. Should we ask the author?
shadow emanate in front of you as you step towards that light. As you come before it, you notice that it's actually the reflection of light off of a lake. And as you stare into this lake, it's deep, it's dark, it's black.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I don't care.
And as you look down, you see your face reflected in this still, no ripple waters. And your face changes. You see a white-haired woman, one that you don't recognize. Blue eyes, same kind of emaciated, gaunt look like you have.
Is this a porn? Is this a porn
Oh.
actress?
The peasant attire, and right behind her, an individual comes up and wraps his arms around her. As they look down, or actually look up towards your face. And give me an insight check.
Seven.
7. You're kind of at first you're a little bit upset at the way that they're looking at you because they've got like the face of like, oh, like that, like just admiration in such a way, but it's like they're treating you as like a juvenile or even like a toddler.
I know everyone's like, what the hell?
But their faces fade away, and then all of a sudden,
So,
2 familiar faces fade in as you see before you your parents.
I'm going all of.
You see them reach down or reach up towards you, and all of a sudden, your person, your vestige, is all of a sudden entangled with this black tar-like substance, this black ichor, as it starts to take you down into the water. Give me a athletics check.
It's your boy.
Nat 1. You are thrown into this water. You are enveloped in this shadow realm as you hear whispers of, is it her? Is it the child? Yes, I believe it's the child. At any moment, she could be the one. The person that we've been looking for all this time. Well, we need to hide. We need to hide her away from her.
Who?
It goes black.
Um.
And then you're on the carriage again. Just, you get shaken awake. You realize that you haven't been paying attention or
Yeah.
perceiving what's around you as you're traveling north down the Zhentarim Valley. You look to your left, you look to your right, you're just back into reality again.
That was creepy and intense.
Sebastian, off to your left, you're seeing that big, beautiful bill. You see that big, beautiful Sword Coast Mountains. And much like I said before, you're thinking of your time in Leyland, your time in Thornhold, the fact that you just, gave or devoted yourself towards the Lord's Alliance due to your patron's suggestion at making this effort of being a Lord's Alliance member. You think of Layla, and you think of, even past that, you think of back far west, far northwest, to the town of Phandalin. You think of Ek and his family members. You think of them taking care of the Sleeping Giant Inn. You think of Droop, the little goblin that you saved from interrogation by Glassstaff's organization.
But remember,
You worry about the Sleeping Giant and others being taken care of. And then you think of Sildar, and you think of Phineas Eldritch, and the status of Neverwinter City.
guys, I'm opening my email.
Borak, you kind of drift off in the same thing too. You think of the Mayog and the Bleeding Eye Orc of the North.
I'm not saying
You think
that
of
loud.
Raven Rock, and you think of your
Yeah,
mentor.
it's funny too. Me.
You think of the person that you lost
No, I forget.
all those years
It was
ago.
you, Anthony. We know.
You think of the two swords that are in front of you. Give me a perception roll.
All right.
The one broken sword that you have.
4.
There's the tiniest of whispers that come out of the sword, but once again, you can't understand them. Some of you think of the lives that were given, the heroes that you look up to
Yeah.
in your quest so far. Within a few minutes, you start to hear the wooden as you go over a
You said
bridge
second Holocaust,
that's
and
actually quite wide as the waters from what did I call it? Westwood, from the Westwood River, are flowing off to the east towards the Zhentarim River. Several hours later, it starts to get dark outside. Winter, give me one last D20 roll, please. 13. Now that it's gotten a little bit later in the day, whatever cold front had blown in starts to warm up as the sun is out and about. The skies are still clear. You guys go the maximum distance that you can go for this day, and you're about ready to set up camp once more. Everybody give me survival checks.
funny.
I had 21.
13.
All right. In no time,
Clicking something that makes
Sebastian
me
is able to point out exactly the location that
Yeah, I really.
that Brendan had advised about several hours earlier as you pick out the little encampment that it's about 25 miles away from Red Larch. You have half a day's journey left to get to your initial task done for the Zhentarim. And we'll end there for the night.
Good old orphan.
Say again?
Good old orphan.